Hey guys, it's Ihasnotomato here, and for this little video here, I'm just going to go through all of the patch notes, because I know some people find this boring and stuff like that, but if you just want to know my opinion and just have someone essentially read you the patch notes and stuff like that, that's what this video is for. I didn't want to bundle it up with the other video, because I know that this isn't really that interesting for a lot of people, but yeah, that's essentially all this is, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm going to give you my live reactions to reading the patch notes because I woke up this morning to a shit ton of people messaging me and pinging me and doing all this and that, explaining to me that the extinguisher, for those of you who do not know, my favorite item ever, has been changed. Supposedly for the better, from what I've heard. And that's all I've really properly heard of, little rumors and bits and bobs here and there. But yeah, let's look at it. So once again, this is my first live reaction. This is as close as you're going to get to a reaction channel, unfortunately. But yeah, so competitive update shipped. We've just released an update that includes matchmaking improvements, a new community cosmetic case, and lots of bug fixes and more. Which is, I am absolutely just, you know, my jaw has dropped right off the bat there. And because like, what the, okay, well I guess this is a patch for the actual thing. Like, this is just like a, I'm stunned, I'm mind-boggled, my brain is like, what, there's just basically what you could consider a major update on just a random day, and it's like treated minorly, I don't know. So you got, first off, right off the bat, matchmaking, competitive revamp, just everything, I guess. Let's see, so the matchmaking system used for competitive mode has been overhauled. Players will now be ranked using a model based on the Glicko rating system used in CSGO. So yeah, this is one of the big things that I remember a lot of people talking about when the competitive update Meet Your Match came out. Jeez, like over a year and a bit ago, I think. Maybe even close to 2 years? I don't know, I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. But I remember everyone was like, why don't they just use the already working CSGO model? And hey look, they've done it. The old 18 competitive ranks have been consolidated. There we go. Sorry, I had to. I'm a little bit frazzled right now. Into 13 new ranks, and you can view the new ranks on the updated community FAQ page. Hell yeah, man! Competitive ranks have been reset, and players must win 10 matches to earn a new competitive rank. You know what? That's fine. Honestly, I think that's appropriate because competitive before was kind of just like a joke, to put it quite subtly. So, you know, I think that's appropriate. Like, just start everyone out off at scratch and, you know, just do it again. The requirements to access competitive mode have changed. If you do not own a competitive matchmaking pass, you must now at least be casual level 3, in addition to being a premium user and having a valid phone number associated with your account. Competitive, casual level 3. Do you just mean level 3? That's I mean, that's pretty low, but whatever, you know, yeah, requirements. Unless that means, like, what I'm calling quote-unquote overpower levels, you know, when you go to 150 and then it resets to 1, but it's like a special one. So Aaron and I have been considering it like overpower 1, etc. Maybe that's overpower 3. I kind of doubt it, though. Okay, so there's been some improvements to casual as well. Casual mode now uses the Glicko skill rating system behind the scenes to better create balanced matches and group players by skill level. Okay, that I didn't see coming. Wow, I really thought that casual was just going to be left random and sporadic like casual usually is, huh? I don't know if I like this or not, honestly. I mean, I don't think it's going to be as strict as it sounds. It doesn't even sound that strict, to be honest, but I don't know. I'm a little bit like, oh, you know, that's good because then there'll be more of a challenge. But also at the same time, I enjoy, you know, stomping noobs. I mean, whatever. The maps listed in casual matchmaking screen are now sorted alphabetically. Okay. Added CTF Sawmill, CTF Well, CB5, 5 gourds, ill. CTF2 for Invasion. Oh, fuck yeah. And Foundry. Okay, first off, for those of you who do not know, which might be a lot of you because I don't know if I've ever said it in a video, CTF Well is my favorite map of all time because I've got a lot of fantastic memories on that map. It's not exactly the best map in the world, but I fucking love that map, and I have been sad ever since it was removed, so I'm so fucking glad to see it back. I know what I'm going to be playing tonight if I can get on it, hopefully. Which, by the way, I feel like I should mention it halfway through this, that the update actually came out many hours ago. I've unfortunately just been unable to record anything until much later in the day, so, you know, whatever. Queue while playing. You can now queue for a match while you're already in casual or boot camp match. I thought you could. While queued in it and in game, queue status will be shown in the top right. I thought that you could when you're in game. Maybe it was. I don't know. Alright. What's queue? You can now queue for multiple match types at the same time. Players can queue for all match types in parallel. But except, oh, do you mean competitive? Okay, I see. That's. But accepting a competitive or man-up match will remove the player from other queues. Right, so it's like you can queue it for a lot of things, but whatever pops up first or you want to pick, then it'll cancel the others. I guess that makes sense. Alright, this is the big stuff. The gameplay changes. Alright. Now, as you might imagine, as you might have heard, there's a lot of pyro-based changes. And yeah, like I said, a lot of people have been telling me about it. I'm trying to kind of not look too into it, but here we go. And I've heard some good fucking stuff. So, first off, we got flamethrowers. Just in time that I just released that flamethrower review video. Let's see how they've changed it. Flamethrowers were able to do full damage regardless of the spread of their flames, rewarding maximum flame spread over focusing on a target. We've made changes geared towards preserving the current damage rate range of flamethrowers, but requiring better aim to do so. So flame damage per second now ramps up based on density of flame encountered up to 200%. Initial flame damage per second reduced by 50%, resulting in the max damage being unchanged. Okay, so I was told about this morning. Aaron quickly described it to me. So what potentially this means, I've heard, is that now in order to get to the full damage, you actually have to be consistently aiming at the person. So the problem was before, and this was a big problem that I didn't actually ever get to comment on and kind of forgot admittedly in my flamethrower video, is that you could kind of just essentially spin around in a circle and just deal the maximum amount of damage to everyone. You know, this is you know, I'm not even gonna make that reference. I'm not gonna say it, but you know, it's this idea of you don't have to aim. You can just run in and spam and just do whatever. You know, once again supporting the idea that Pyro's skill is WM1. All of the stereotypes, which, you know, will still exist, by the way. Some people ask me, like, will there ever be a day where people won't hate Pyro? At which point I have to put my hand on their shoulder and tell them no. The answer is no. But, you know, there are some people that I follow on Twitter, other YouTubers, who I really look up to. I'm not going to name them, but, you know, you can probably guess for some of them, who hated Pyro. Hate Pyro. And a lot of their tweets are about how much they hate it. And it's really, you know, disheartening to hear, oh, you know, this person that I look up to, respect, and admire, you know, they hate my favorite class and possibly by extension me. But some of them have actually said, wow, these changes are really, really good. And the only other thing I've heard people talk about is the transparency of flames need to be changed. Of which I've also heard behind the scenes, apparently they're already looking into that. So that's really cool. Okay, Dragon's Fury. Okay, before even reading this, I'm gonna hope that it's like reducing that 300% damage buff, whatever the fuck it was. That was my only real complaint. To be honest, I don't use the Dragon's Fury that much because I suffer from a condition known as Strange Syndrome, which means that I can only exclusively use strange weapons. You know what it means. If you've played TF2, you know. I might make a video about it one day. Anyway, we are happy with the design of this weapon and the playstyle it brings, but it should require tighter hit tolerances in order to reach the higher end of the damage range. The size/radius of the fireball has been reduced by 25%. Bonus damage against a burning target now requires the fireball center to make contact with the target's hitbox. You know, I'm going to admit, again, I haven't played enough Dragon's Fury to really feel it, but I feel like this is appropriate. Alright, if you're not going to lower the damage reward, you know, make it harder to get. You know, I think that's a decent compromise. I'm happy about that. Okay. The gas passer. I hope that they've fixed it entirely, because I never got to talk about this properly, but I fucking hate the gas passer in the state from last time. I really, really hate it. I've alluded to it a couple times in the past, but I fucking despised how it works. But everyone was like, oh, but it's so good in MVM, and yet it's so shit in casual, and it was for the exact same reason. It's because it recharges based on your flame damage, which is so much fucking easier to get in MVM than it is in casual. All right, I mean, it's easy enough in casual, to a certain extent, but it still takes too long. Anyway, whatever. I think this just says man versus machine stuff. So anyway, we found a couple issues with the man versus machine upgrade explode on ignite. That resulted in it doing far more damage than intended. We've increased base damage to help offset some of the reduction in output these fixes bring about. Okay. Change to the explode on ignite thing. So they're actually nerfing the MVM thing that it does. Damage from the upgrade no longer counts towards the refilling of the item's gauge meter. Fixed an issue where explosive damage could be reapplied for each target in the gas cloud. Fix the triggering bot not taking explosion damage. Increased explosion. Okay, look. So they've nerfed it, even from MVM, which was the only place that it was good at all. So they've nerfed the gas passer, so it's somehow even worse. Well, looks like I'm not going to need to change my ranking list at all. I was worried there for a second. Well, my weapon ranking list. Alright, this is the big one. So again, if you know me, you know the Extinguisher is my favorite weapon in the entire world. I've made a couple of videos about it. The Extinguisher's Requiem, which is now outdated apparently, but you know, gotta keep plugging that because no one's gonna want to watch it anymore. Anyway, save the axe, you know. Okay, the Extinguisher. The slower deploy time, which is there to help, quote, pay for the burst damage the weapon is capable of, hasn't been very well received, and we agree that it feels awkward. The design goal of this pass is to embrace the concept of a finishing move weapon, which requires planning, timing, and introduces opportunity for combo gameplay. So the new design attacks a mini crit and then extinguish burning targets. Receives a damage bonus based on the remaining duration of afterburn. Oh, that's interesting. Whoa. Huh. I didn't know about that one. Let me look into it. Okay, added sketch keck bequest, which is, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. Killing blows on burning players grant a speed boost. And then the base damage is reduced by 33%. The holster speed is 35% slower. Okay, well that's just holstering, right? It's not deploying, which is the main thing. Holstering is nowhere near as bad as deploying is the thing. And no random crits. Okay. So, I have heard about this, as you might imagine. Everyone on Earth has been telling me about it. And it seems pretty good. A lot of people have been reading it on the paper and they go, this doesn't look very good. And then I've heard in-game, it's fucking amazing. Like, it's just like, hands down, holy shit, you know. Well, you know, not fucking amazing, but like good again, you know what I mean? And I'm excited to use it. So later on in the video, we'll get down to that. But yeah, Sketch Keck's bequest. Sketch Keck, admittedly, I didn't actually know about him until today. From what I had heard and looked up, I actually looked up Sketch Keck bequest. He is a YouTuber, well, was, it seems, a pyro YouTuber who was, you know, he made some pretty good videos and you know, had a nice fan base and stuff. And it seems that he has passed away from a terminal illness. I've heard, at least. And I think that's really, really cool that they've named something after him in game for the Extinguisher, which I guess was his favorite weapon as well. So that's really, really fucking cool. And I'm extremely excited to use the Extinguisher. So hopefully tonight I'll be able to get some nice Extinguisher kills for Sketch Keck. The Thermal Thruster. I've heard they've changed. I haven't looked into this yet. We've erred on the side of conservative with the, what the fuck? Okay, sorry. I got completely flustered there. We've erred on the side of conservative with the initial design, as this item introduces a lot of mobility to a class that's typically lacked it. But having watched players for a while, we think it is safe to make it easier for pyros to switch back to their weapon. Holster time reduced to 0.8 seconds from 1.1. I'm happy about that. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm completely content with that. You know, I was going to say, like, you know, I get where they're coming from, you know, with the whole, okay, there's a lot of mobility, and, you know, you kind of got to have that deploy time, but it does feel a little bit too slow for my liking. I don't personally use it for that reason. You know, and it's entirely my own play style, but, you know, if they've nerfed it down a little bit, then, well, I buffed it, I guess is a better way of putting it, then I'm totally down with that. Okay, so now these are the non-pyro weapons. and then some gameplay fixes and stuff, and then some general stuff. Good lord, there's a lot of stuff. Hooly dooly. So, the Sydney Sleeper. Girardi is a powerful effect, and this weapon makes it too easy for one sniper to substantially increase the damage potential of their team. And, unlike the Girardi Jar, the infinite range of the rifle means the sniper can be far away from danger. These changes are designed to preserve the Girardi rifle, in quotes, identity, but tone it down. Add more reward to the sniper's skill by allowing higher first shot damage output, and offer a way for players who want to focus on providing area of effect Girardi to recharge their Girardi Jar more quickly. I can't read things properly. So fully charged body shots and headshots no longer splash Girardi on players around the target. Okay, I guess. Reduce length of on-hit Girardi to 2 seconds from 2 to 5 seconds. 2 to 5 seconds. From 2 to 8 seconds. Okay, I got you. Okay, Jesus, too many twos going on. And added Nature's Call. Scoped headshots always mini crit, and reduce the remaining cooldown of Girardi by 1 second. Of Girardi, like the Girardi Jar, because that makes sense because it's called Nature's Call. Interesting. Okay. You know, like, I'm not really someone that cares much about the Sydney Sleeper. I'm one of those people that, and it's mainly because I play casual, I guess, that I look at it and I go, that's got a lot of potential, but I don't see enough people using it, you know. And I've tried using it, and I'm always like, if I'm playing sniper with someone like Aaron or whatever, I'll be like, oh, I just Girardi that guy, you should kill him, you should kill him, you should kill him. And the coordination just quite isn't there, but I could imagine in competitive, it's probably kind of overpowered, maybe, I don't know. But, you know, yeah, I'm fine with this change. Maybe this actually interests me quite a lot because I love using Girardi, the secondary. So I'm down with that. Okay, the short circuit. Okay, so I've seen some weird videos and images online. I don't know what the fuck they've done to this thing, but let's have a look. The current design of zapping projectiles is interesting, but we're not happy with how much it can be done. While it would be easy to simply increase the metal cost, which we've done before, it would quickly push this weapon into the rarely if ever used category. Instead, we've changed the fundamental behavior of the weapon such that it requires a bit more anticipation and positioning from the engineer and has more skill depth, and increases the team support potential of this weapon. So now the alt-fire attack changed to launch a medium-range projectile, destroying energy ball, which requires 65 metal. Yeah, so now instead of doing its little, like, just it lasers all projectiles around, now you shoot out a little energy ball that flies through the air, I guess, and will destroy any projectiles in its path, I guess. Which, I'm not gonna lie, kind of reminds me of Symmetra from Overwatch, but you know what? It's like, if it works, I'm down. I'm excited to see. Pretty Boy's pocket pistol. How many times have they changed this thing? We underestimated how much health high skill players would be. Sorry, I'm so bad at reading right now. I'm very distracted. We underestimated how much health high skill players would be able to recover during combat. The reduced maximum close range per hit heal amount to 3 from 7. Alright, fine. I don't use the Pretty Boy's pocket pistol, I don't really care. I do use the pistol on the scout, but I mean, I don't know. Whatever. The panic attack. Oh god. Everyone they keep changing this thing, and it's just, I don't know. It's just a shell of its former self to me right now. Let's see, what have they done this time? The recent redesign left this weapon feeling a little weak close in, so we've increased the damage potential at point blank and close range. Reduce worst case shot pattern spread by 40%, reduce damage penalty to -20% from -30%. You know, my thing with the panic attack is it's just really boring to me. I've never really found it interesting or had it really work my play style. I've never, you know, looked at it and gone, that's, you know, it's such a novel concept, I want to try and make it work. And now they've changed its whole idea. I don't even know what it is anymore. I just don't care about it. I don't know. One day I'll make a panic attack video, but, you know, until then, whatever. The atomizer. I like how they went scout, like shotgun, which is for 4 different classes, except for the scout, and then back to the scout, the atomizer. Anyway, this is basically a bug fix. Players could perform a double jump and then quickly switch to this item and eki. Eki? Okay. Eke out a third jump. The goal of the previous change was to require players to commit to this item in order to gain the extra jump. The weapon must now be fully deployed before a triple jump can be performed. Alright, fine. Again, whatever. I get it. I know what happened there. Cool. Alright, so we've got a shit ton of gameplay fixes. So, I mean... Whew! Let's, I'll go over them. Let's see what we got. Fix the negative 40% health health from healers penalty on the Fists of Steel. It wasn't active. Okay, sure. Fix an issue. The gloves are running urgently in the eviction notice, where players that were missing health would not be properly restored when touching a resupply cabinet. Okay, sure. Didn't know about that one. A lot of these I probably won't know. Fix the Cow Mangler 5000's charge shot so the afterburn lasts 6 seconds instead of 10. Again, didn't know about that. It would have been interesting to know. Fix the case where engineer buildings could be placed such that players would become stuck when exiting a teleporter, aka teleporter trap. They always got to fix those. There was a great one that happened in Dust Bowl, in that tunnel at the last point, where like the bots, if you ever played on bots, the engineers for some reason built a fucking teleporter midway through the tunnel, and the entire team would take it and just be stuck in this fucking tunnel. It's so dumb. It was hilarious though. Okay, fixed flamethrower particles sometimes failing to draw on the client. I've actually seen that a few times, so if it's a pyro thing, I'll probably know it. Fixed flamethrower flames not colliding with TF generic bomb entities. I don't... Okay, you baffled me there. What? Okay. Oh, is that... No, I don't know what that means. Okay, whatever. I'm not even going to try and pretend. Fix being able to fire flames and then quickly switch teams to attack teammates. I didn't know about that one either. Wow. That I'm glad they fixed that before that became too viral, unless it was by that one guy that finds bugs and then tells everyone to do it. Fix the loose cannon continuing to play the priming sound if the weapon is holstered while priming. That sounds annoying. Fix projectiles from the Thompson 6000, the right spice and pushing players around. Kind of thought that was the point. It felt right, but I don't know. Whatever. Fix the Razorback shield not being preserved around... Sorry. Fix the Razorback shields not being preserved across round restarts. Okay, yeah. Fix the Dragon's Fury not giving health when attacking enemy under the effects of Mad Milk. There's so many... Like, I'd say nearly all of these I didn't know about. Fix being able to load the Beggar's Bazooka with rockets and then spam the inspect key to hold the load of rockets until ready to fire them. Wow. Fix the Heavy being able to attack with secondary and melee weapons while stunned. Fix being able to collect organs with the Vitasaur during a truce. So that's during, you know, when Monoculus is around and stuff. Fix not being marked for death when doing a melee attack while under the effects of Criticola. Yeah, alright. Someone else has just sent me a message. Land compensation system will now reliably restore pose parameters responsible for animation layering. This makes server-side hitboxes for lag compensated players better match client-side rendered models. Okay, so basically just kind of like an overall performance helping thing for people with different pings and stuff, which is very, very nice. I don't really know all the technicalities of that, and I can't really be bothered going into it right now. Fix sticky bombs sometimes blocking explosive damage from other sticky bombs. What the fuck? Wow, that's an interesting bug. Fix the back scratcher not mini-critting when the scout was in the air and behind their target. What the fuck? What a specific thing. Fix the resistance piercing property of the enforcer not working against some items or effects. Wrangler shields, battalion's backup, Fist of Steel, spy invisibility, passive resistance, the Dead Ringer, Brass Beast, and Natasha. Fix the Salmon and the Rapid Assassin projectiles colliding with invisible objects in the team spawn rooms. Again, like, I just didn't know any of this stuff. Fix players' movements sometimes being faster than intended while under the effects of a movement stun, i.e. Natasha, and Natasha the Salmon's range attack, bonk, don't punch. Okay, also, by the way, if you hear a lot of noise and people talking in the background, they know I'm recording, but they're doing it anyway. So that's gravy. That's real good. Okay. Now, the generals. This is always nice because it's generally like new stuff added in and stuff. Alrighty. Added the Blue Moon cosmetic case and Blue Moon cosmetic key. New community cosmetic cases with 19 items. I love that it's called Blue Moon, by the way. It's just like, oh, this is a rare thing. We're just randomly dropping out an update with amazing shit. Reduced the base price of the competitive mode pass from $20 American to $10 American and left it on sale for 50% for the new base price. So, okay, so it's like $5 American now. I'm taking from that, I guess. I don't know. I already have a competitive mode pass. So. Added the Dragon's Fury in the hot hand to list the weapons used when generating killstreak kits in Man vs. Machine, which is fantastic because now they have killstreak kits for them. Which is nice, but I really, really want strains variations. You do that for me, Valve, and we'll be golden, mate. The type of badge shown on the main menu can now be changed by clicking the gear button near the badge. The type? Oh, do you mean like between competitive and casual? Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna guess. The in-game action buttons, call for vote, request for host, etc. have been moved to the bottom center of the main menu. Oh wow, well, that's a big change. Glad that they noted that one. We've moved it to the center. It's no longer on the right, I'm going to say. Sped up the main menu screen transitions, controlled via the convar TF underscore dashboard underscore slide underscore time. Great, cool, whatever that means. I don't, you know. Party members will... Does that mean just when you click on the different... Whatever, who cares. Party members will now have a status indicator on the Steam avatar when they are offline. That'd be nice. I mean, I actually have a bug where it sometimes wouldn't tell me when people were online. Like, for whatever reason, a lot of the time, like, Aaron wouldn't appear on my friends list of people that I can invite. I don't know why that was. But it seems to fix a couple weeks ago or something. Improved Steam Rich Presence integration based on the player's current status. Cool. Improved UI when certain match types such as MVM and are unavailable for maintenance. Okay, cool. Just yeah. Fixed squad surplus vouchers only being usable by the party leader. Man, this means thank fuck. That was a big issue actually that we had. Where when you know, if you ever watched the AIM video, where me and my friends we all played a bit of MVM, we were trying to do the squad surplus stuff and it wouldn't do it. Only one person can do it at a time. It was very, very annoying. Glad that that's a bug that they fixed. Fixed the console server browser and options menu sometimes going behind the main menu and becoming unclickable. Wow, that sounds like a really annoying bug. Fixed client class related to the cycling ads in the main menu. Okay. Fixed a bug related to the contract and not displaying the correct number of earned contract points. Fixed not being able to move if you open the contractor menu while dead and closed it after you respawned. Alright. Fixed sniper ragdolls not displaying the correct state for the Razorback when the sniper is killed. Drawing when it should be hidden and vice versa. Oh, I get it. So when he dies and he doesn't have the Razorback appears, and when he does have the Razorback, it doesn't appear on his dead body, I'm guessing. Fixed the match end map vote menu drawing if you disconnect from a server during a vote and then connect to a new server. What? Oh, does that mean like you vote and then you leave and then like the vote gets fucked or something? Or is that where like when you join in and like you can't vote for anything, so it's just like I guess we're going to the same map again? I don't fucking know. Maybe. I don't know. Fixed not using the initial observer point when first connecting to a casual or competitive server. Okay. Fixed not being able to spectate observer points on your own buildings in casual mode. Yeah, that's right. You weren't able to spectate like your engineer buildings. I'm presuming that's what they're about, because there was a long time ago you used to be able to do that, and then like you weren't able to for a while, I think. I don't know. I'm presuming that's what that means. Fixed not being able to inspect the pain train in game. Okay. Fix the visual artifact when inspecting the panic attack. An artifact? What a specific way of putting it. Fix the thermal thruster launch effects only being visible to the wearer. Fix the heavy fist not showing the kill streak sheen.
Fix the Yeti Smash taunt, not removing the Yeti prop if the taunt is ended before the animation is complete. I think I like the idea of it just staying there, honestly. Fix man versus machine robots, sometimes using human voices instead of their robot voices. Gotta make sure they keep them in line. Fix specifies items, ignoring any other quality for the name, i.e. collectors. That's nice, that's nice. Fix specifies Australian weapons, not using the correct skins for the players on the blue team. Didn't know about that, which is interesting because I actually do have a festive Australian flamethrower. Oh well. Fix the Steam community market icons for several festivized weapons. That's nice. Fix the training bots, suiciding in the respawn room. What? Okay. Fix the pretty hat and pretty pouch not displaying their painted areas when painted. Fix the hot hand being hidden when the pyro taunts. Fix the deflect projectiles strange part not counting deflections. Fix the engineer's PDA not always honoring the use minimize view models option, which is nice. I did know about that one. Not always honoring. I love the way they word this stuff. Fix missing display attribute for the rescue ranger. Fixing Red Rock Roscoe war paint as a valid tool for all items in the context menu. What? That'd be funny. Fix the community sparkle effect, not drawing on the view model for the players with community and self-made weapons. I mean, honestly, like, I don't think I've ever really seen anyone with community sparkle stuff, and if I have, I haven't properly paid attention to them. So that's good for them at least. Fix the Wrangler's Death Notice icon being clipped. Alright. Fix the overtime label not being centered under the team status. Fix the Sap achievement not working with all types of sappers. Fix the Crazy Ivan achievement not requiring the victim to be underwater. Fix RGB sliders for combat text in the options screen. I believe combat text is supposed to be like just like subtitles and stuff. Actually, I don't know. I don't use it, obviously. Added a unique particle effect whenever a player performs a stomp attack on another player with the man treads or the thermal thruster. Ooh, that'd be nice. I like that. Added the blue skin to the Neo Tokyo war paint. Okay. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Added the Oz Fortress Season 21 tournament medals. Ooh, that's nice. Added the National Heavy Boxing League tournament medals. Okay, all of these are tournament medals. I'm just going to skip past all of those. Updated the Harvest Moon, Dead Presidents, and Circling Peace Sign unusual effects to fix display problems. Updated the auto balance feature to more quickly respond to team imbalances. It will select the best candidates to balance the teams and then ask the candidates for volunteers. If no volunteers are found, candidates will be switched when they die. Or the candidates will, if they don't say so. If no candidates die within a reasonable period of time, candidates will be forcibly switched to the other team. Whoa, okay. Don't know how I feel about that. You see, the thing about me is the reason, and I think this is the same for a lot of people, the number one reason I don't change teams is because I'm usually at least duo queuing. So the main reason I don't want to switch teams is just because I want to be on the team with my friend. If I'm playing with it by myself, then yeah, every time I see the prompt, I'm like, okay, let's do it. Why not? Who cares, you know? But, you know, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Updated past Saxy and Memory Maker items to be strange. Oh, so the Saxy and the Memory Maker are now strange now. That's really nice. Okay, cool. Updated the Huntsman contract to give 5 points instead of 4 on the expert objective. To fix not being able to fully complete the contract. Cool. I didn't have that one, so that's fine. Updated the Jag to fix the problem with the isotope unusual effect. I don't know what that is. Updated the... I mean, I know what it is. I don't know what the problem was. Updated the team status HUD to enable... to be enabled by default when playing on community servers for game modes other than man vs machine. Can be toggled via the advanced options menu. Holy dooly. Okay. Jesus Christ. This was not a small patch. This honestly they should have just slapped on like some nice graphics and be like, it's the Blue Moon patch. I don't know even what I'm going to call it, to be honest. I might call it that. I don't know. Updated titanium tank participant medal 2017, so it can be used with name tags and descriptions. Great. Updated description of the skull pluggery achievement to clarify what needed to be done. I don't even know what that one is off the top of my head. Updated the equip region for the Wally Pocket. Great. Updated models of materials for the Patriot Peak, the Crit Cloak, and Special Snowflake 2016. Updated localization files. Gotta have that every time. There it is. That's how you know it's a real TF2 update right there. The updating of the localization files. Hell fucking yeah. Added a bot navigation file for Turbine. So they've updated Badwater. Fixed a few cases where pirates could shoot through spawn doors. To be honest, I don't even try to do that because that bug goes on and off all the time. And it's a scummy thing to do, to be honest. Unless someone's fucking asking for it. Like, literally. Dust Bowl. Fixed pirates shooting through the stage 3 doors. Again, I do know about this stuff, but I try not to do it. Updated some entities that were disabled that shouldn't have been. Updated Foundry. Added no-clip instances to the base areas for both blue and red to prevent nasty sentry locations. Okay, so I believe what it is that they've tried to prevent it from people getting around places the map they're not supposed to, and putting sentry guns like behind walls and shit like that. That's how I interpret it. They've updated Mercenary Park. Have they made it better? Fixed red being able to shoot through the roof of blue's starting spawn. Okay. Changes to control point C, which is easily the worst part of the whole thing. So let's see. Blue's spawn time has been slightly lowered, which is nice, I guess. The upper mid route window now has a small opening for attackers to use. Players can no longer build on the very top of the crate stack, overlooking the control point. What? But I like that. That felt so right though. Ugh. Increase cover next to the control point. Alright. Increase the size of the metal supply next to the cover stack. Added a vent route that exits behind the new cover. Cool. Bullets no longer go through the chain fence wall at the ramp connecting lower and upper. Alright, so there's just a bunch of changes to try and make C a bit more tolerable because it's really kind of trash. Mainly because if you don't know, if you haven't really played a Mercenary Park, essentially what it is the main way to get into C is to go through this just this like one door which you can tunnel to all hell, and it's incredibly easy to defend, and it's like one little room, and really they only have like two entrances, and they're both pretty, like I said, easily guarded. It's kind of a clusterfuck, and it brings the whole stage to a grinding halt. But anyway, community requests. I like this section. That sounds nice. Fix the start disabled logic in the Funk no build entity. I don't know what that means. Added on eat red and on eat blue outputs for the filter support in the Funk Croc entity. Is this what the fuck? Added convert. Okay, look. I don't know what these really mean. I'm not gonna try. And then finally, a missed note from a previous update was fixed security issues reported by Christian, and finally we also have the extra little thing, which is just a bunch of fixes from the update that they released beforehand, which is they fixed a crash related to the flamethrower, fixed the client crash related to the main menu, fixed the engineer not being able to build after rotating the placement hologram, fixed the scout's double jump failing when attempted immediately after switching to any weapon instead of just the atomizer. Oh, my dog's barking. Updated models and materials for the Starboard Crusader. Holy moly, so that was all of the patch notes and my opinions for most of them for this random ass update. I guess I'm going to make this a separate video to my other stuff, so if you want to see me actually playing the update and doing some unboxing and stuff like that, you can click on the video that'll be in the outro card that is probably released before this one. Anyway, I have been Ihasnotomato, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.